Guys, how are you? Thanks for tuning in at 4 o'clock. As we did my message yesterday, we really appreciate you coming in. It is tough times at the moment, and we've tried to evolve like the other wineries and look at other ways that we can engage with you and talk about the wines. And we've come up with these little packs here, and this is the first one we're going to talk about today. We'll do another one next week. We're going to try and keep you online for about 10 minutes here. Obviously we're new at this little thing, so we'll try and get through in 10 minutes and go through the wines that you've got in your packs. I want to thank you all, that the ones that have already pre-purchased your packs, they're already on your way. If they haven't got them already, they are coming to you via the post. The post is they were telling me it's 10 times the levels of freight going through, so there may be a little bit delayed, but we're really thankful for John. John's the owner here next to me, the boss, and he's going to go through the wines that you've got in your packs that are on your way, or if you haven't got them already. So we're really excited to do that for you. We really appreciate things are hard at the moment, and thank you for purchasing the wines. We appreciate it. If anyone that hasn't got them and they're watching us at the moment, go to shingleback.com.au, and about 3 different styles of packs there online. So this one's number 1, there is number 2 and number 3, which we'll do number 2 next week, and then number 3 the week after that. But I really appreciate John's time. He's just gone through vintage at the other end within a few days, so I really appreciate him coming in to chat to you guys about the wines. So I'll hand over to John just to go through a little bit of the wines. We'll try and stay within 10 minutes and I'll come back at the end. What do you, John?
Dave, I'm pretty sure that my brother Kim thinks he's the boss. I get to do the fun bits. I'm the winemaker and viticulturist for the company. So this is very much my department. We've got 6 wines here today, 3 which are really suitable to some warmer weather, plus a couple of relatively lighter weight wines and a full-bodied Shiraz. Our rosé is something that we're very proud of. We've had a great deal of success over the last few years with it. The blend is Pinot Noir led from both McLaren Vale and Adelaide Hills, and also a Shiraz component, and a little bit of Grenache and even some Monastrell in it. So we create each wine separately. It's incredibly important with rosé as to the picking time of the grapes. We want them to have just developed bright red fruit flavours, but we want them to still be fresh and the acidity sharp and to keep the wine crisp and clean. Quite a dry style of wine, so not like the old sweet rosés we made many years ago. Very fragrant. The colour is that pretty, slightly apricot pink, that sort of salmon colour that we talk about. Chilled, beautiful, share with friends. Oh, you can't do that, sorry, there you go. Share with your family at home. But chilled, beautiful outside on a nice afternoon like today. Chardonnay. What I started making, it was the basis of my career when I first started making Chardonnay in the era when it was really new and exciting. We're very proud of our McLaren Vale Chardonnay off our estate. This is estate fruit, and it's made, there's no sulfur dioxide added during picking, there's no enzyme, it's just naturally, the juice is just naturally pressed from the berries, naturally settled, and we leave it after fermentation in contact with the yeast leaves for about 7 or 8 months. Which allows time for the wine to develop another layer of complexity. So as with the rosé, we're looking at sort of bright, pretty red fruits. With the Chardonnay, we're looking at citrus and maybe a little bit of peach and melon flavours coming through, and then some lovely sort of cracked cashew characters that come through on the nose. Tiny little bit of oak, just light oak there that pulls the whole wine together. Fiano. A variety relatively new to McLaren Vale, originates from the southern part of Italy, so it's quite suited to a warmer climate. And in McLaren Vale we're finding it's just thriving, it's doing really well, and there's many wineries making great Fianos here now. It holds naturally a very good acidity. We're hand picking this, so we go in, we hand pick the fruit, and then it's whole bunch press, which means the whole bunches are all put into the press and gently the juice is squeezed from it. Again, just a very natural fermentation. This has spent quite a bit of time on lees, again, to soften the palate and to add character and depth to the body. Look, a really good wine. It's actually quite full-bodied, a little more full-bodied than some of the Fianos out there, and a great food wine. It's going to really match up well with white meats, or even through sort of fuller bodied seafoods like salmon or something along those lines. The reds, GSM, Grenache, Shiraz, Mourvedre. This is a wine that we've been making for a long time now, and we've had a lot of success with. In fact, the 2016 wine picked up 2 major trophies in 2017 at the Adelaide Wine Show. The Montgomery Trophy, but more importantly the Max Schubert Trophy for the best red wine of show, for an incredibly good valued wine. There they are, the Max Schubert Trophy and the Montgomery Trophy. I've now got nearly a full set with the Jimmy Watson and a few other things, so we're pretty excited about that. GSM, the Grenache leads, so it's 70% Grenache. The Grenache is from 1947 planted bush vines, grown on a slope, deep sand over clay, hand-picked, so really intensive labour. And it's just, they're very, although not deeply coloured, the Grenache is always very perfumed and pretty. The Shiraz then adds some depth to it and a little bit of structure. It brings the colour up, it adds a little bit of tannin in, and then the Mourvedre at the end adds a little bit of earthiness and just a little bit more layered complexity to the wine. Interesting enough, this wine aficionado was originally made for our US market. Red blends, very popular in the US, and a little bit of sweetness to it, just a touch. You won't see it, but it just makes the wine very soft and easy to drink. This is 2016, so a little bit of age to it now. And in fact, the base of the aficionado red blend was our 2016 GSM, which won all those awards. Before we had the awards, I might admit, otherwise we wouldn't have done it, but we blended some Shiraz into that so that the aficionado red blend is Shiraz led, then Grenache, and a little bit of Mourvedre. It is really a very easy drinking, medium bodied red, and if you don't like things too harsh or too tannic, it's really going to suit your palate. Classified Shiraz. All estate grown Shiraz, and Shiraz is the heart of our business in many ways. It's 65-70% of our estate, which is just to the south of McLaren Vale, heading towards Wollonga, and we have about a 140 hectare estate there, which we're very proud of. So picking out some of our best batches of Shiraz from the estate to create something that's more full-bodied, certainly medium to full-bodied, vibrant colour, very aromatic blackberry, lots of structure to the palate. 2017, so 17 was a slightly cooler year, so the wine has a bit of elegance as well to it, and 17 is drinking very well at the moment. Look, it's a great lineup of wines. I think you'll have fun trying them. There's some quite different styles there, and I hope you enjoy them.
Well, there you go, guys. You've heard from the master himself. We'd love, obviously, to have you here and going through the tastings as we normally do day to day, but in this current climate, we've had to stay closed and we don't know when we're going to reopen. It's a real sad time. So these packs are available online. This one's $85 down from $115, and obviously there's 3 packs, so the other 2 are online to purchase as well. We will be live next week, same time, Thursday at 4 o'clock, but we hope you stay safe, we hope you go well and enjoy your Easter, and we'll see you next week on Thursday. Thanks, guys.